Evanston basketball is live on the radio at KNYN 99.1 and online at mylocalradio.com. Catch the Red Devils all winter long on your exclusive home for Evanston sports. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Mountain West Business Solutions, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Landmark Plumbing and Heating, McKay Frankham, Uinta County School District Number 1, Joe's Modern Cleaners, Ellingford Brothers, Legal Tender Restaurant at Dunbar Inn, The Lumberyard, Rocky Mountain Yeti, Bear River Dental, Superior Rental and The Gun Room, T-Bar S Body Shop, West Star Printing, Pet Mineral Labs, Trona Valley Credit Union, MyLocalRadio.com, Wyoming Dental Specialties, Plains Tire, Evanston Regional Hospital, Kazines, Seavers Jewelers, Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, and Flex Fitness. With the opening tip approaching, let's head courtside for pregame coverage.
Welcome for the first time, but certainly not the only time this year, to Green River High School, where we are at day 1, game 2 overall of the Flaming Gorge Invitational. Evanston versus Thunder Basin coming up in just a little bit from now, about 24 minutes set on the clock, but that clock has not started running, so I think we're going to have time for the full half-hour pregame show. The Red Devils are out warming up, as are the Thunder Basin Bolts, and we'll talk about both of those teams when we come back next on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball, live on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Is laundry one of those chores that drags you down? Let Joe's Modern Cleaners come to your rescue. Take advantage of their wash and fold service. You drop it off and pick it up. The rest is done for you. Or you could take all your clothes to Joe's, load them up into the multiple washers, then dry them in the multiple dryers, and do all 10 loads in the time that it would take you to do 2 at home. Ask about all our other laundry options at Joe's Modern Cleaners, 624 West Cheyenne Drive in the Frontier Square. Take all your clothes to Joe's.
Welcome back to Green River High School, where we are getting closer to the opening match of this weekend, week 2 of contest. Evanston 0-3 on the boys' side, Thunder Basin 3-0. How did they get there? Well, we'll talk about that when we come back. This is about a half hour out of the opening tip between the Evanston Red Devils and the Thunder Basin Bolts, the second ever meeting between these two, Evanston holding the 1-0 all-time record between them. This is Red Devil basketball presented by First Bank on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry, just let T-Bar fix your car.
It was a rough start to the season for the Evanston Red Devils, losing on opening night by 20-plus points to the Sheridan Bronx, and it didn't get any easier. An 11-point loss, or 10-point loss to Natrona the next night, followed by a sub-30-point loss to Kelly Walsh on the final night of the Bill Stranigan Invitational. Started things off 0-3 did the Red Devils, and on the girls' side they went 2-1. We'll be bringing you the girls a little bit later. We'll have to join that game in progress, but for Thunder Basin, a team that for the first time ever, I think at the 4A level, a team did not make regionals. That was all Thunder Basin's honor to hold the infamous year they didn't qualify for regionals because there was 7 teams in regionals and only enough spots for 6. They fell a couple of wins shy, and their regular season ended at the final day senior night for Thunder Basin. But this year, turning it around with a 3-0 start to the year, beating Scottsbluff, Nebraska 66-60. They then defeated a struggling Strive Prep school out of Denver, Colorado 77-32, and defeated Rapid City Central High School on the final day of their opening tournament 61-45, the final on that. So 3-0 versus 0-3, an all-time record for Evanston, 1-0 over Thunder Basin. They defeated them right here on this court last year in what ended up being a tight game. And it's not that Thunder Basin shot 50% from the three-point line, but it felt like that emotionally because they would miss for a whole quarter, and then they would only make for about a whole quarter. And so Evanston would go from being up 10-15 to up 2, maybe tied. Close game in the end. Evanston ended up winning. Thunder Basin had a couple of wins against struggling or suspended teams last year, and that was about it for their wins in the region season. And so this year, seeing if they can turn it around. They have a different head coach. Today, Rory Williams is out having a baby today. He's welcoming his youngest daughter, Remy. And so Mike Curry, the legendary Campbell County coach that won 12 state titles in 30 years, is heading up this Thunder Basin varsity program today. Lex Cornea, third-year head coach for the Red Devils. He's in charge of his boys today, as usual. And I'm not sure if I can look down to see if Brian Barker is back. He is back on the sidelines after being hospitalized with a ruptured appendix. I'm actually not sure if it is ruptured or not, but he did have appendix issues. So he was in Lander for the beginning of this week, but he's back and ready to coach today. We'll be back with Caden Fry, sophomore team manager for the Evanston Red Devils, when we return on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
No matter what season of the year it is, when you live in our neck of the woods, you need outdoor power equipment. With quality product lines like Stihl, Toro, and Walker, Superior Rental and Sales has what you need for every season. Everything from homeowner to professional grade products. Plus, when it comes to maintenance, you're covered. Our full-time mechanic is available for tune-ups, maintenance, chain sharpening, whatever you need. Stop in today, Superior Rental and Sales, 371 Prospector Drive, here in Evanston.
When it comes to shopping online, you definitely want to put thelumberyard.com on your list of favorites. You'll save time and money by visiting thelumberyard.com first. You'll find a huge selection of inventory to choose from. We've got everything you need for any of your home, yard, or shop projects. Get excellent prices and quick delivery when you shop at thelumberyard.com. We are part of the local community, plus we ship all over the United States. Log on today to see what all the excitement is about.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
You're invited to browse through the store at Kazine's Ace Hardware in Evanston. You'll find vacuums and cleaning supplies, everything you need for your next painting project. A full line of electrical products, bolts, screws, hand tools, power tools, bathroom fixtures, and plumbing supplies. Plus everything else you need to take care of your lawn and garden, from lawnmowers to fertilizer. Once you finish all your projects, you can sit down on the comfortable patio furniture and barbecue on your new Weber or Traeger grill that you could also find at Kazine's Ace Hardware. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Kazine's Ace Hardware on Front Street in Evanston.
I've got second-year manager Caden Fry with me. You're a sophomore and you're no longer the underclassman manager. How have your responsibilities changed this year?
They've actually changed a lot. I started doing book for varsity, which kind of is more important than the sophomore and JV games like I did last year, but they're still important. But varsity is 10 times more important than sophomore and JV because we rely on our varsity to take us to state. So. And then at practice, I still do the clock and fill up water bottles and just be here for my team when I can.
How many stats are you keeping? What are all the individual stats you're keeping throughout a varsity game?
Well, for varsity, I keep points, I keep free throws. Sometimes, occasionally, my assistant, Kyle Barker, will help me keep rebounds and stuff like that. But the main is I keep score and free throws. Because free throws wins games sometimes in them tight situations. When they're fouling you at the end of the game, we have to make free throws. So we always want to make sure that them are up to date. So
then there's the stats that get sent into Wild Preps, and they're more intensive. They've got the blocks, the assists, the steals, and the field goal percentage, shooting charts, and all like that. Is that all done by the Huddle Assist, or was someone doing that in live time as well?
Part of it's done by Huddle Assist, but Cornea spends a lot of time doing that himself too, going after the games, looking at the film, and actually does it himself. Because Huddle's Assist does help us a lot, but he just double checks it by going through it and making sure it's all right.
Yeah, and it takes a couple of weeks for those games to get back, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, occasionally, but yeah.
What about in practice? I mean, you're kind of running the clock and all the drills and everything, but you got a new manager, you said Kyle Barker, coming in. What's he helping you with this year?
Well, actually, right now he's filling up water bottles. He's kind of my right-hand man. Sits by me during the sophomore, JV, and varsity games because this past weekend I kept book for all 9 games we had, and he just kind of sat by my side and told me if I missed a play, like what the score was, who the player was, and then he just sits by me and cheers on the team with me, then does anything I ask him to do. He's a great help.
You're not getting a whole lot of time during these practices to work on your jump shot. You're always running something, one thing or another. Do you ever get any time in to get a shot in here or there?
Yeah, sometimes when they're practicing the drills or putting in new plays or anything, we'll go out and I'll play one-on-one with Kyle, or we'll just shoot around. It's a great time to be here.
You ever have to keep tabs on the guys running the cameras up top, or is that you too busy during varsity doing the books?
That was my main job last year, is videotaping, but this year I can't keep track of that. The sophomores actually do that, and they keep track of that, and usually they switch on and off between sophomores, between varsity games, so it's pretty nice that I don't have to do that this year.
Well, you got a big turnover on the team from last year this year. Just like you had a senior manager last year, a lot of the seniors that were on the team last year now turned over, and it's a slow start to the year. But you've been around some basketball for a while, so at the first week, are you thinking it's just kind of a rough week that you have to get out of the way?
Well, I think it was also good for us to learn, hey, we got to get going. Or we watched a video yesterday in practice before it, and the video said you're in hell, and now you can either stay in hell or work and get inches and seconds better. You can improve every day in practice or get worse. And yesterday's practice, after watching that video, Cornea showed it a few times, and it was pretty inspiring this time. But like last year, he showed it, and I didn't think it was as inspiring to the guys as it is this time, because we went 0-3 on the weekend, and some of these guys were hanging their heads. And then seeing them watching that video, they all kind of were like, oh, hey, we got to get going. And so that practice yesterday we improved. I mean, there's still the little things we got to fix, but we improved a lot in practice yesterday.
Sophomore manager Caden Fry, thanks very much. We'll keep up with you.
Alrighty, thanks, Jake.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
We'll be right back with Lex Cornea, head coach for the Evanston Red Devils, about 8.5 minutes away from the opening tip-off between the Red Devils of Evanston and the Thunder Basin Bolts at the Flaming Gorge Invitational in Green River, Wyoming. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
From Randolph, Utah to the Uinta Mountains, from Lyman to Evanston. Whenever you have plumbing, heating, or air conditioning problems, call Landmark Plumbing and Heating at 307-789-8793. Regular office hours run Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But we also offer 24/7 emergency service. Do you need a new septic system, water heater, or furnace? You can trust Landmark Plumbing and Heating. Program our number into your phone right now, 307-789-8793. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
When you run a farm or ranch, you understand how important water is when it comes to your animals. Not only does it matter for the overall health of your animals, but it directly ties to your bottom line. Ellingford Brothers sells cement water troughs and custom-built critter ladders, culverts, head gates, and septic tanks. See how Ellingford Brothers can help you with water options for your farm or ranch. Call today, 307-789-1515. That's 789-1515.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Uinta County School District Number 1 has been committed to excellence since its beginning in 1870. This commitment is not only reflected in student education, but in our school buildings and facilities over the years. The staff at Uinta County School District Number 1 works hard to provide clean, comfortable, and safe learning environments for student learning. No matter what department you're working with, at Uinta County School District Number 1, you will always find us striving for the pathway to excellence.
I'm joined by Lex Cornea. After the first week, you go 0-3, and it's all about learning about your team. So what were the experiences and learning that you took out of those?
Well, I mean, we were a little bit stunned this weekend at the way teams shot the ball, at our lack of shooting. I think that our speed was a little bit behind. Our defense was a half a step behind. So this week's about reevaluating and adjusting. But yeah, there was a lot to learn, and I think kids have taken it the right way. I mean, they understand it's December and not March. But if you can get up in the first weekend and learn that, hey, we're a little bit slow, we're a little bit behind, and catch up, that's an invaluable lesson. So I think we learned a lot. I think kids have taken it the right way. I mean, it was a bitter pill to swallow, without a doubt. But, sometimes the best medicine is better.
The option to play Seth has been up in the air for how much?
Okay, talking with him and his mother and dad, and they said, yeah, we're comfortable. He's comfortable, limited minutes, because we want him to come back up to speed. And being up to speed was an issue this weekend. So, if we can give him some minutes here and there, and so when he comes back fully at our Star Valley tournament, he doesn't have any lag time. That's kind of the goal.
3 games this weekend, starting with Thunder Basin. It's another look on the East Side team that we don't know too much about because there's a whole lot of new for this Thunder Basin. It's only in its second year of existence, and last year's team was there was quite a few seniors carrying over from the Campbell County team. So as you've watched a little bit out of them, what have you seen?
They went 3-0 this weekend. They beat Scotts Bluff. They beat Rapid City Central, which are good teams. They really move around a lot on offense. They've got kind of some undersized players, but just intelligent. They work well together. It'll be a good challenge for us. I mean, I think we saw some of the best our state has to offer in Sheridan and Kelly Walsh, and Natrona is not a bad team. Maybe not quite the caliber of Sheridan and Kelly, but right there. But I think Thunder Basin's good. I don't know if they're at the level we've seen, but it'll be a good challenge for us. But it's also a team we get out and play. We fix some things. We put the ball in the hole. It'll be another good look for us in preseason. But, they present a lot of challenges, as does Rollins, and West Side's always tough. So another learning experience from the weekend coming up for us. And we've looked at the schedules. I believe we have the toughest preseason schedule in the state. Even Gillette going to some of those out-of-state tournaments, there's usually a team or two that you encounter that you go beat. That's an easier opponent. I don't see that from our schedule. Rollins was a number 2 ranked 3A team. West Side's always tough. At the Star Valley tournament, we go Judge Memorial, Bear River, Utah, and Star Valley, 3 good opponents. So I think kids understand we are stretching ourselves. We don't have an easy schedule, and but the only thing negative that can happen from these losses is to not learn from them. If we lose and hang our heads, then we've doubled the problem. If we lose and get hungry and get better, then I think those things can pay off in March. Although it was a tough weekend.
All right, Coach Corney, we'll see you at Flaming Gorge. Thank you.
Sounds good. Thanks, Jake.
If you want your truck to really catch the eye, have the professionals at Plains Tire in Evanston install a custom lift kit with new tires and wheels. We've got a huge selection to choose from, so no matter what your style is, we've got the tires and wheels to make you smile. The way your truck looks reflects on you. Get the reflection you want with a lift kit, new tires, and wheels from Plains Tire in Evanston, the tire professionals. 157 Bear River Drive. Stop in today.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Throughout life, we celebrate the important milestones with jewelry, like graduation with a class ring, a watch for Father's Day, wedding sets for the bride and groom, a strand of pearls for your sweet 16, mother's rings to celebrate family. Commemorate these milestones working side by side with your personal jeweler at Sievers Jewelers. When you want to say, I want this moment to last forever, say it with Sievers. Sievers Jewelers on Main Street in downtown Evanston.
Almost set for game action. The gym's cleared out a little bit with the local team no longer being in action. Green River girls started off the tournament with a blowout win over the Pinedale Wranglers. Time for the 2:40 game, right at 2:39 and right on schedule. This Flaming Gorge tournament allots a little bit more time in between games, and as a result, we end up pretty much on time. It's not a sophomore tournament either, so there's not as many to fit in throughout the 2 cities of Rock Springs and Green River, 3 gymnasiums. Lincoln Middle School, Green River High School, and Rock Springs High School are the varsity gyms. They will host some JV games. Evanston's JV game versus Rollins, for example, tomorrow is at Rock Springs High School. But then you've got a JV gymnasium at the middle school in Rock Springs, and Monroe Middle School, there's 2 middle schools in Green River, is the designated JV gym. So that keeps things a little bit more smoothly running. Set for tip-off here, it's Thunder Basin in the dark gray jerseys with the blue tops and blue numerals. It may be a little difficult to see those numbers at certain times. Evanston in the white jerseys, red numerals, and tipping at center is Mason Ellingford for Evanston, going up against the 6'2" Wilton Quinones, listed as a guard. But that doesn't always, in high school basketball, the post, maybe half the time ends up jumping. They get the guy with the best vertical out there. 2 teams going at it, and Mason Ellingford wins it for the Devils to start things off. Gives it to Dawson Ellingford. He skips it to the right side. Dribble by Brady Hurd, high up and backing away. Green River High School, the game location for this game, and Garrett Berger has the Red Devils moving from left to right. He picks it up, gives it to Crofts, turns around at the key over right side to Brady Hurd. Tries a deep corner pass to Dawson Crofts on the back cut screen, and it's good for the first points of the game. 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Starting for Thunder Basin, Mason Hamilton, the point guard, wearing number 1, goes left side over to number 2, Colton Larson, the 6'4" senior forward. Heights are between 6 foot and 6'4" all the way around on this Thunder Basin team. Mason Hamilton, a junior, listed at 6 foot, and the point guard Hayden Silty, averaging 16.3 points per game, a 6-foot junior wearing number 5. He takes the inbound. Wilton Quinones, the guy tipping, listed as a guard at 6'2" and a senior, and Colton Larson, 6'4" senior forward, rounding out the starting 5. Larson has it, drives to the right side, dishes up top, shot away and missing long by Hayden Silty. Rebounded by Thunder Basin, goes to Hamilton. Hamilton gives it up top and then left side to Larson. He dribbles around right side. Lance Evans, the defender on him for Evanston. Short corner floating shot and a foul called late sends Blaine Allen to the free throw line. Blaine Allen, not sure if I got his name in, wears number 20, 6'4" junior, averaging 10.3 points per game. Third on the team in scoring. 3 of the starters for Thunder Basin, 3-0 Thunder Basin, averaging 10 or more points per game. First free throw is no good. Second one up by Allen and in. 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Starters for Evanston, senior point guard Garrett Berger gives it to Dawson Crofts. Down low, Ellingford is rejected. Quinones wanted a jump ball. I think it's a foul, and that's the whistle and call by local official Eric Quinney out there. 2 shots for Ellingford. Timeout first, and we'll take it as well. 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard early on here at the Flaming Gorge Invitational. Evanston leading Thunder Basin on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 Radio.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Back at Green River High School, Mason Ellingford on the line for 2 free throw shots. It's 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Mason Ellingford, a 50% free throw shooter on the season. First shot is up and no good. Gives us time to run through the starters for the Red Devils. Garrett Berger, 5'7" senior point guard. Brady Hurd, 5'10" senior off guard. At the wing, Dawson Crofts, today wearing number 10. Plays the 3 and then the 4 and the 5. Mason Ellingford, junior, number 32. And Lance Evans, 6'7" post in the middle, wearing number 35. Throw across, and Quinones is rejected by Ellingford, but the offensive board chased down by Thunder Basin. Brady Hurd trying to stab at it and nearly getting a steal away and out of the hands of Colton Larson. Thunder Basin stays with it, and Blaine Allen with the clutch shot in the paint makes it 3-3. Mason Ellingford made the second free throw. Allen with all 3 points for Thunder Basin. The Bolts running a press, Evanston breaking it, going across, but receiving a ton of pressure at the top. Drive around by Dawson Crofts, trying to get into the paint, gets a back cut from Lance Evans. The ball's knocked out of the air and back into the hands of Crofts. Out to the left wing, Brady Hurd gives it to Lance Evans. They swing around to the right side, flash into the post, and Mason Ellingford is unguarded as he turns around and puts it up with one hand. 3 points for Mason Ellingford, averaging 8 points a game, 5-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston leading Thunder Basin. An athletic steal and continuation by Garrett Berger. He stood up after getting the ball down on the ground, so it's a travel on Berger. He ripped the ball out of the hands of Quinones, went down to one knee, and then picked it back up and threw it across. Officiating crew saw that. 5:59 left in the first quarter. 5-3, Evanston leading Thunder Basin. Bounce to the left side. It's Colton Larson backing up. Wants a three. High arcing shot. Hits off the front rim. Rebounded by Ellingford. The Red Devils rebounding a little bit tougher than we saw a week ago. They've certainly got the height in the middle. At 6'5", Mason Ellingford, and 6'7", Lance Evans. Crofts on the far corner. Dribbles out of trouble. Allen staying tight on him. Ellingford has it, and they go around to the right side. Berger with some space. Short corner pull-up. Hits off the side iron. No good. Rebound, and no travel called there by Colton Larson. He'll get it ahead to Hamilton. Hamilton's got a mop ahead on top as it's bouncing around as he drives into the paint. Jump stop out to the left side. Open three taken and missed by Hayden Silty. Rebound by Berger. Lance Evans went down to the ground and getting back up a little slow coming across that timeline. 5:05 left in the first quarter. Steal away, and Blaine Allen has it. Double clutch shot goes off the right side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by by Thunder Basin. And Hamilton fakes a three. Gives it back up top to Silty. Left side three taken. Larson misses it. Still bouncing. Ellingford with the rebound. So the scout last year for Thunder Basin was they're going to shoot a ton of threes and not worry about too much else. And so far, that's about what they do again this year. Berger gives high post to Evans. He spins around looking for someone to hand off. Berger comes and get it. Has the ball knocked out of his hands by Hamilton, and it's off to the races for Thunder Basin. Up ahead, and an uncontested free throw, or a layup made by Colton Larson. It's tied up 5-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Garrett Berger takes it across for Evanston and picks it up on the left wing. Gives over right side to Brady Hurd. He's got a man shading him, walks into trouble. High post, Evans down to Ellingford. Nice step through and a good assist. Lance Evans found the open man, and it was Mason Ellingford who's having a good quarter so far with 5 of Evanston's 7 points. Corner three passed up by Quinones. He hands off to Larson. Larson goes to the same corner where Quinones passed one up and gives it up top to the key. Three-pointer missed by Blaine Allen. Rebound again, Evanston. 3:40 left in the first quarter. Evanston with a 7-5 lead, and they take a timeout. 32nd. We'll be back in that time as well. 3:39 left in the first quarter. Evanston on top over Thunder Basin, 7-5 on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
Evanston leading 7-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3:39 left in quarter number 1. Red Devils with possession and a far side inbound for Garrett Berger into Seth Lloyd, the senior point guard wing, in for the first time today on a minute count until he's back at full strength from this shoulder injury. Immediately they get the ball down low to Seth Lloyd, wanting to take advantage of his strength in the post, and he gets fouled. Foul on the ground, number 2 on Thunder Basin. Drive into Ellingford. He dishes outside to Brady Hurd. Skip to Seth. He gets into the paint. Floater shot falls a little bit short. Quinones with the rebound. Into the game was Zal Brown for Thunder Basin, getting that first foul on Seth Lloyd. Quinones over to the right side. Brown dribbling with it. Hands off, and Hamilton has it. Spin around to Silty. There's Quinones. He drives in, past Ellingford, missed the layup. He had the wide open space and giving up quite a few inches to Ellingford. You thought he had the free points. Hurd on the run. He gets hacked, headed to the free throw line for 2 shots. Brady Hurd has not scored yet today. Getting his first opportunity on a pair of free throws. Comes into the season averaging 11 points through the first weekend, makes his first free throw. Evanston was not extraordinary in the opening week from the line. Hurd led the way at 73%. 2:53 left in quarter number 1. Second shot up and good. 9-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and a corner trap nearly stolen away. Hurd steps on it, goes down to the ground, and is fouled by Thunder Basin. Mikhail Holt, freshman. Also coming into the game at the latest dead ball. Actually, I take that back. It's Quincy Wofford. It's 22, not 23 with the foul there. Quincy Wofford, the fouler. 9-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Garrett Berger has it on the Green River logo. Out to the corner. Hurd fakes a three, drives into the paint, loses his dribble, stolen away, throw ahead, and an open free throw by Thunder Basin is waved off with a travel by, I think, Blaine Allen. Wait for him to turn that. Yep, Blaine Allen on the travel. Thunder Basin trying the press, 9-5. Evanston has no trouble getting the inbound in. Hurd walks it across with 2:17 left on the clock in the first quarter. Mason Ellingford being fronted. That's not going to work too much, and that's an easy pass from Seth Lloyd down to him for a wide open shot. 6'0" Colton Pylon trying to front Mason Ellingford, and that did not work in the least. Ellingford with a heck of a quarter. The corner trap results in a steal and an easy fast break layup for Garrett Berger. He's averaging 3 points a game and gets his first two in with under 2 to play. 13-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Thunder Basin with a great start to the season. Evanston with as bad a start as you can get. Looking pretty good against the 3-0 Bolts so far. At the top of the key, a spin around by Allen, dishes it off, and a free throw line shot missed by Wofford. Offensive board by Thunder Basin, and Allen with the put in. Allen with 5 in the game. And a turnover for Evanston. Gives the ball back to Thunder Basin. It's 13-7 with 1:28 left in the first quarter. Hamilton, the point guard, takes the inbound. Thunder Basin going from right to left. Space collected by Zal Brown. He picks it up at the corner, hands off. Wofford tries to step through. He walked with it through double coverage of Chris Moeller and Mason Ellingford. He tried to take an extra step after the jump stop. Didn't work. Dawson Crofts comes into the game, replacing Garrett Berger. On the court for Evanston, it's Moeller at the 5. Ellingford inbounding. Seth Lloyd, Brady Hurd, and Dawson Crofts. Crofts has it open on the corner, dribbles in, and pulls back out. Goes back to Seth Lloyd, down to 1:05 left. Back to Crofts. Looking down for Ellingford. The pass is overthrown by a shade, and Ellingford's arguing that Blaine Allen got a hand on it before it went out of bounds. Official sees it a different way. Turnover to Thunder Basin. 1 minute left, 13-7 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Pressure from Evanston continues in the full court. Skipped across by Hamilton and back to the hands of Mason. Out to the corner, 3 tried and missed. That attempt by Colton Pylon. Seth Lloyd ahead to Brady Hurd, 40 seconds left. Hurd gives it back to Lloyd, swing around to the right side. Crofts to Ellingford, poked away by Pylon. He grabs it on the run against Ellingford. Straight up and down defense, not quite. A little bit too much body there by Ellingford will send Pylon to the line. 27.4 seconds left. 13-7 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Blaine Allen with 5 points of Thunder Basin 7. Colton Larson with the other 2. Pylon looking to get on the board, and he does with the first free throw. Mason Ellingford out with his second foul. Lance Evans replaces him. Second free throw by Pylon falls down. 13-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 4-point lead for Evanston with 25 seconds left. Seth Lloyd handling the ball, taking it straight down to Moeller. He walks, steps in, and puts in a point-blank shot. Moeller was unguarded and then got a little bump in the back. Looked like from maybe Pylon there. Pylon has it. Saves it from going out of bounds into the hands of Wofford. He's trapped out on the corner. Pylon fires from the corner. Misses the three at the end of one. It's 15-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston with a lead at the end of the first quarter for the first time all year long. And looking good here early on at the Flaming Gorge Invitational. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah and Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Hello, Miss Susan Siamese Cat.
Dr. Dog, I'm here because my perfectly shiny fur has lost its shimmer, and I don't have the energy I did as a kitten.
Miss Susan Siamese Cat, I recommend that you start taking the Feline Daily Multi-Chews from PetMinerals.com immediately. Your good health isn't a yarn ball to play with.
Dr. Dog, you always make me feel better.
Log on to PetMinerals.com today and get your feline supplements ordered today.
Score is 15-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as we welcome you back to Green River High School, Evanston, the designated home team against the Thunder Basin Bolts, second year of the school's program. And Thunder Basin with a great start to the year at 3-0, trailing by 6 to the 0-3 Red Devils 1 quarter in. Hamilton steps back, gives it to Allen out to the corner. Quinones fires from three, and Thunder Basin still unable to get their three ball going. I think they've made one this entire contest up to this point. 15-9, and the rebound into the hands of Chris Muller. On the other side for Evanston, Lance Evans has it at the top of the key, looks for the back cutting Garrett Berger into his hands, but is bobbled. Back out, corner three. Dawson Crofts fires, misses short, and a rebounding foul on Chris Muller for pushing off. Foul number 4 for the Evanston team. Across the timeline for Thunder Basin. Allen has it in his hands. Drive around, picked up at the elbow. Larson stepped through, thought about throwing it up, gets it out, screen, and gets the ball back. Tries a three, misses short. Garrett Berger rebounding for Evanston. Throws ahead to Hurd, nearly stolen away. Hands off to Berger across the timeline. Picks it up and slaps it over to the Brady Hurd. He goes around right side into the hands of Caden Crofts. Into the hands of Dawson Crofts, excuse me. Lance Evans screens for him. On to Hurd. Evans to Berger on the right wing. Screen and roll down. Lance Evans looking for it. Looked a little frustrated when he didn't get it. Muller to Crofts. He gets a screen from Muller. Dawson tries to find some space in the paint, but cannot. Throw down, high to low. Evans cannot get it into the hands of Muller. Allen on the run. Berger tries to draw a charge. There's no way that's anything but a block, though. Kind of fell over. Trying to sell that one. Foul on Garrett Berger. Inbound from under the hoop for Thunder Basin. Allen has it, gives it off. Hamilton at the free throw line, looks over to Allen and goes away from him into the hands of Silty. Under the basket, scoop shot, no good by Allen. Evans with the rebound. 6:04 left on the Impact Physical Therapy board in this first half. Garrett Berger takes it across. Hamilton guarding him, throw to the free throw line. Evans turns around, swiping at it is Allen. Hurd has the ball, backs away. Crofts at the corner. Skips up high, catch and shoot three by Hurd is way long. Battling for the rebound, no one comes up with it between Evans and Colton Larson. Said it was last touched by Evans. Two subs in, Seth Lloyd and Mason Ellingford replacing Brady Hurd and Muller. 5:40 left on the Impact Physical Therapy board in the first half. Evanston showing some full court pressure. Hamilton and Allen playing keep away from the two Red Devil defenders. Quinones takes it, gives it off to the corner. Bounce pass to Allen on the right wing. 5:26 left. Quinones to the left side. Larson's been struggling from beyond the arc, so he's hesitant to shoot. Gets it back. Down low to Quinones. He turns around, gives up top. Fired three by Allen is long. Still nothing going for Thunder Basin from beyond the arc. 15-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Still no one scoring in the second quarter, 3 minutes in. Seth Lloyd on the left wing throws it away and picked up after the handoff by Larson. He gets hacked by Evans. They're tied up and exchanging words, now shoving. Got to be a double technical here. Evans reached across. Both teams still going at it. Evans taking his jersey off. Evans tied him up first, and then there was a swing back from Larson. And Evans might be gone. He's walking back now. The three officials are conferring. Both teams have taken a huddle. I would think a double technical. Larson tied up Evans as much as he got tied up. I think it was Lance who may have initiated the first shove, though. 4:58 left, still no one scoring in the second quarter. Officials heading to the scorer's table. And I think there may be a double technical as they're asking for an explanation from Colton Larson. So the foul goes to Evans, and then a double technical to Colton Larson and Lance Evans. 2 free throws will be assessed, and then a technical foul. I don't think either side will get 1 technical or 2 technical free throws. I think those offset. But it's a new basketball season. I'm switching over from football and volleyball, so I need a refresher in that. I think it should just be 2 shots, but we'll see. Could very well be it for Lance Evans then. That changes the dynamic of this Evanston offense and defense, which so far has not gone very deep into the bench. Really, for the most part, you've gone about 2 or 3 deep. David Adams, the third guy off the bench, and he's had few minutes here and there. And I think we will have 2 technical free throws for each side on that double technical then, as Larson makes the first and the second, puts it at 15-11. And they did not count one of them. Larson went 2 of 2, but the score says 15-10. Evanston designating its shooter. Is it Mason Ellingford? Or is that, no, we just, never mind then. Those were not technical free throws. They just had everyone behind half court to make it look like it was. So just 2 shots, no technical free throws assessed on the double. Lance Evans is out. Larson stays in for Thunder Basin. Garrett Berger back to Hayden Crofts at the free throw line. He turns around, fades away on a shot. Good float in the air by Dawson Crofts. I think I called him Hayden again. My goodness. Got to get over that one. 17-11. Dawson Crofts with the bucket. Quinones step through, Euro step, good. 17-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. So Crofts gets the first 2 points of the quarter for Evanston, and then Quinones with the athletic move to put 2 back. 17-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. High low down to Ellingford. He gets the bump, makes the shot. Ellingford on the high-low working well in this contest, something we didn't see consistently last week. got to remember with this team, Lance Evans, Seth Lloyd. Seth Lloyd saw a lot of time last year, but he was on a very limited minute count. Brady Hurd saw a few minutes here and there, and Lance Evans saw a lot of time, but it was off the bench outside of a few starts. And other than that, there was not really any varsity experience to speak of this team, so when you see things working a little bit better this week than last week, I think sure the competition level is not as high. Kelly Walsh and Sheridan are as good at teams as there are in the state of Wyoming this year. But another week and a week of game action has probably elevated the level this team knows it has to be at. Set 20-13 after the made free throw by Mason Ellingford. Mason Hamilton throws it off the body of Garrett Berger to keep it in play for Thunder Basin as the ball was tumbling out of bounds. 4:06 left in the first half. Steal away, Seth Lloyd knocks it off the foot of Hayden Silty. Inbound to Lloyd on the near side corner. He drives in, almost walked with it. Garrett Berger takes it at the left wing, turns around to Crofts. Dawson drives in at the paint, thought about shooting, goes away from it, gives it to Lloyd for three instead. He's backing away, thinks it's in, but it's short. Rebounded by Thunder Basin. 3:38 left in the first half. Lloyd knocks a throw ahead intended for Hayden Silty out of bounds. Stops the fast break defense. Stops the fast break attack by Thunder Basin. Inbound from Silty. Back into the game for Thunder Basin, Zal Brown. Back to Silty. Brown takes it on the corner. Defenders switch and flip for Evanston on that zone look. Out to the top. Skip to the left side. Brown at the free throw line. Dishes. Leaves a wide open Allen way outside. Misses to the left on the three ball attempt. Ellingford with the board. Gives it to Lloyd. Seth playing more minutes in a longer stretch this week than we saw all last week, I think. Maybe outside of that Natrona game where I heard he played quite a bit. Quick no-look pass from Seth to Dawson, and a perfect assist. Sets up and extends the lead to 9 points for the Red Devils. Dawson Crofts with 6 points in the game. Quinones throws to Allen on the run. Out to the corner, back to Quinones. He takes it at the top, spins around, beats Lloyd off the dribble, then gives off to Allen. Back to Wofford, and a corner three travel by Quincy Wofford. Colton Pylon on that travel. Gives it back to Evanston, 22-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 2:42 left in the first half. And Coach Mike Curry, I think, may want a timeout, talking to an official, maybe just disagreeing with the travel call there. Both teams have huddled up. Full timeout called. We'll be back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on K9 Radio and online at mylocalradio.com. 22-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston over Thunder Basin.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
22-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leading Thunder Basin. The Bolts 3-0 on the year and being coached by legendary Campbell County head man Mike Curry for 30 years, from 1983 to 2013, before hanging it up 12 state championships. He's in the program as an assistant under Rory Williams, who's out on paternity leave today. Evanston with possession, 2:40 left in the first half. Garrett Berger runs out of the full court pressure, crosses over the timeline, gives it to Lloyd on the near side corner. He's working the ball around, and a big body. Mason Ellingford gets hacked from behind. Zal Brown. 1-and-1 free throws for Ellingford. 2:28 left on the clock. Not necessarily a bad foul for Brown there. Ellingford shooting 50% on a 1-and-1. Up and no good. Rebound to Thunder Basin. High throw to Allen. Brown nearly has the ball overthrown his hands. Out to the corner. Drive in. Pylon unguarded. Skipped right past Brady Hurd for the 2. 22-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Second 4 points for Pylon today. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and that is first field goal. Lloyd has the ball knocked out of his hands. Hits the green out of bounds line. Lloyd not believing that call. 2:01 left. We are switching over to Lincoln Middle School following this game to bring you the girls contest. They're taking on Rollins, scheduled to start at 4:20, about an hour from now. We will join that game in progress. Missed shot on the Thunder Basin side, goes into the hands of Mason Ellingford. Brady Hurd takes it across, gives it over to Garrett Berger on the right wing. Single coverage, him and Hamilton rather. Ellingford had it down to Hurd. He throws it away, intended for Dawson Crofts, knocked out of bounds, and a foul on Brady Hurd against number 9. That puts Hayden Silty on the line for a 1-and-1. Second foul by Brady Hurd. Silty averaging 16 through the first 3 games. That is first point today. 22-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Second free throw by Silty. Misses long. Berger takes the board. Seth ahead to Berger. He'll pull up, give it back to Lloyd. About the G is where Seth passes over to the right side. Brady Hurd nearly throws it away into the hands of Crofts. Dawson fires from 3, misses. Rolled out of the rim. Rebound to Thunder Basin. Hamilton on the left side, skips to the far right, nearly knocked out of bounds, picked up into the hands of Wofford. He drives in baseline, out to Hamilton. Corner 3, wide open and good. Mason Hamilton, his first bucket of the day, 22-19. Thunder Basin's cut the lead to 3 points due to some poor ball handling as of the last couple of possessions for the Evanston Devils. 45 seconds left, cut in, and Ellingford dunks it with 2 hands. 40 seconds left, and Mason continues his fine first half, outdoing his season average, already on his way to a career varsity high. Out to the corner, step back, gives it to Wofford. He's fouled by Ellingford, and that's number 3 on Mason. Should put him into the bench and leave him just 2 fouls away from being done for the day. Mason got into a lot of foul trouble last week, and as a result, early on in this game, we've seen him exaggerate that straight up and down look, and as he got called for the body push that time, his arms were straight up and down, so he's certainly trying to take away get some of the benefit of the doubt maybe from officials. 1 of 2 trip there by Wofford, but still with 3 fouls, and Ellingford stays in the contest for Evanston. Takes the ball out onto the corner. 20 seconds left, rather. Dawson picks it up, gives it to Seth Lloyd. 15 seconds left. Hurd to the far side. Berger dribbles around a screen from Hurd. Crosses over to the left. 7 seconds. Hamilton guarding tightly on Berger. Up top to Hurd. Ball poked out of his hands. 2 seconds left. 1. That's the end of the half as he throws it up in desperation. No good. Evanston leads 24-20 at the end of 1 half. And Thunder Basin trailed by as many as 9, 22-13, but closed out on a 7-2 run. And trails by just 4. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com. 10 minutes on the halftime clock. We'll be back in a couple.
We each have 168 hours in every week. When you exercise 2 to 3 hours a week, everything about your life gets better. I know this from personal experience. This is Ben Carden, owner of Flex Fitness Gym in Evanston. 2 to 3 hours of exercise per week will help you feel better, you will have more energy and confidence, your clothes will fit better, and the list goes on. Set yourself up for success. Visit Flex Fitness today and let us help you achieve a more healthy lifestyle. Flex Fitness, 100 Yellow Creek Road, right next to Smith's in Evanston.
In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock. Stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
It's important to feel like you belong. At Trona Valley Federal Credit Union, we understand the value of connection. When you become a member, you join our family. You become an owner of a not-for-profit financial organization, and your success becomes our success. We give back to our members by offering lower loan rates, fewer fees, higher yields, and more products and services. Become a member of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, and let's work together to reach your financial goals. We're a caring partner here for you. Member NCUA.
If you're a person who enjoys comfort, affordability, and history, make sure you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn the next time you're in Evanston, Wyoming. In 1957, retired FBI agent Jack Dub Mills purchased the 17-unit motel referred to as the Oasis of the West that was frequented by stars like Dolly Parton and Tanya Tucker. Today, when you stay at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, you'll enjoy the history while you relax in one of the 165 ground-level rooms on 10 beautiful acres. Best Western Dunmar Inn. Reserve your rooms today, 307-789-3770.
The Lumberyard in Evanston, Wyoming is your local IFA dealer. The Lumberyard has tons of animal feed lines and accessories to help with your farm and ranch. Since 1923, IFA has worked to manufacture and distribute the highest quality products to the agricultural community. The Lumberyard has partnered with IFA to develop product lines based on customer need. We won't sell you something that doesn't make you successful. Visit us online or at the Lumberyard today, your local IFA dealer, 400 Front Street in Evanston.
24-20 at the end of half number one. Evanston over Thunder Basin by 4 points. Thunder Basin closed out on a 7-2 run to cut that gap from 9-4. Scorers led all the way around by Mason Ellingford, only man in double digits. He has 12 in the first half, but also picked up 3 fouls. That made even bigger by the fact that Lance Evans has a technical foul and likely will not return. Usually the way Evanston plays it, if you get a technical, you're done for the game, because if you get a second, then you're out for that game, and then 2 more games after that, so they don't want to ever risk that suspension. Colton Larson picked up a technical for Thunder Basin. He did not even go to the bench, so they're not changing their approach at all on the Gillette side of things. Ellingford leads the way with 12, but like we said, has to watch his foul trouble, especially being that lone post, really. You got a lot more minutes from Chris Muller probably the rest of the way through. 6 points from Dawson Crofts, 2 points from Brady Hurd and Garrett Berger, and Chris Muller with 2 as well. Seth Lloyd has not scored, but played a ton of minutes in that end of the first and then just about all of that second quarter following Evans going out. The rotation gets a little bit, goes from about 7 men to really 6 guys, so really only 1 guy coming off the bench in and out for each other. He's not scored, but he's had some good assists. Been handling the ball quite a bit for the Red Devils. Over on the Thunder Basin side, Blaine Allen leads the way with 5 points. Colton Larson with 4. Colton Pylon with 4. Mason Hamilton has 3, 2 points from Wilton Quinones, and 1 point from Quincy Wofford, and 1 from Hayden Silty. 4-point lead for the Evanston Red Devils over Thunder Basin. Pinedale, and that's not Mountain View. Trying to get a read on who that is warming up on the opposite side. They're just wearing their black sweats. Maybe I can take a look down here, see what's coming up. But Pinedale warming up on the left side for the boys, and Grace, Idaho, perhaps. The team coming up at 4:20 in this gym, warming up on the opposite side. When we come back, we'll hear from Katie Klein, the head coach for the Rollins Outlaws girls coach. We'll be moving over to cover that game in half hour from now or so. That'll be at Lincoln Middle School. There will be a new stream started for that on the radio if you're listening. Just wait, hold tight. We'll join that game in progress as soon as we can. It'll go over to music until we do, though. We will not have a post game for this contest, as we will have to try and catch up with the girls game, or the starting schedule about 4:20. So We'll see. We'll get over there as soon as we can. Like I said, when we come back, we'll hear from head coach Katie Klein for the Rollins Outlaws. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Education in Wyoming has been a long-held tradition. The communities that make up Uinta County School District #1 are committed to those traditions. Student learning, teacher and staff development, extracurricular activities for students to choose from, quality facilities that are clean and comfortable, and a transportation department that always goes above and beyond are just some of the ways we work as a community to help students succeed. Uinta County School District #1, Pathway to Excellence.
Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need them, they'll be there. Specializing in plumbing, air conditioning repairs, furnace installation and repairs, water heaters, HVAC system installation and maintenance. What's in your ductwork? Landmark Plumbing and Heating. And do your excavation work for septic systems and sewer cleaning. 307-789-8793. You'll find them in Evanston. Landmark Plumbing and Heating. When you need us, we'll be there.
You're in good hands when you choose Dr. Stosage and Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties for dental implants and wisdom tooth extractions. They work with passion and focus. They use techniques and technologies that are modern and precise. With 2 decades of experience, their skills are highly specialized. If you need teeth extractions or dental implants placed, come see Dr. Stosage or Dr. Buick at Wyoming Dental Specialties, 50 Park Road, or call us at 307-789-9034.
Does your time at the dental office feel like this? Or like this? At Bear River Dental, we do everything we can to help your time at the dental office feel more like this. Call Bear River Dental today at 307-789-5608 to have a dental experience like this. That's Bear River Dental at 307-789-5608. We'll treat you well.
You got the first weekend underway, and so now it's kind of maybe time to kind of assess what's going on. What did you see at the East West Classic?
I saw a lot of good things, and of course there's a big to-do list too. But overall, just a really positive weekend for us.
All right, and what are some of the things that really stood out? Some of the things
I was just really happy with our defense. We try to keep a goal of keeping teams under 40 because generally, we are going to score over 40 points with how fast-paced we are and the scores we have. And we managed to keep all 3 teams we played under 40. So that was really solid for us. I thought once we got our legs underneath us, I thought our transition was really good. The kids were very unselfish, and I thought most of the time extra pass, and just fun to see them start gelling together.
Sure, and on the other side, what's something that we're going to be working on?
Oh, free throws. Free throws, I think, cost us that Powell game. We lost by 4, and I think finishing strong at the rim. We had a lot of good looks that second quarter, but we just weren't elevating, and we shied away from contact a little bit when we were going up in the lane. So it's something we'll be working on, finishing around the rim. We hate to see it down to some little things that we know we can do better, but we'll definitely be focusing on that this week.
Sure, and how do you get better at the rim?
Better at the rim, we are going to put some more pads in, I think, as far as just bumping the kids when they come in for a layup. And, I think there's consequences for missing layups that are uncontested, in practice. I think got to put a little pressure on them and put them in those situations so then when it comes game time, it's not such a big deal. They're used to doing that.
Sure. And so what's next for you?
We have 3 quick days of practice, and then we're off to Flaming Gorge Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and we'll see some 4A competition, which I think will be good for our kids. I think they're ready to step up and meet Evanston and Rock Springs head on, but I think it'll be a good test, and the chance to hopefully work on a few things that I need to keep growing and getting better from this last weekend.
Sure, and I guess what else do I need to know?
Oh, I don't know. I just need a little more time. Just like, can't believe Monday's here already. But,
I know, right?
But other than that, I suppose if you can't do that, then I'll just let you go.
All righty. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet.
All righty, we'll talk.
Joey Savarine of KTGO Radio, providing with that coverage of Katie Klein, Rollins head coach for the girls program. We will be covering that game next on a separate stream, same station, 99.1 FM, following the completion of Evanston versus Thunder Basin. We'll join that girls game in progress. The second half has just started, and Thunder Basin moving from left to right in half number 2, wearing the dark gray jerseys. Pull-up free throw line shot by Colton Larson, no good. Seth Lloyd starts the second half along with Garrett Berger, Mason Ellingford, Dawson Crofts, and Brady Hurd for the Red Devils of Evanston. Out there for Thunder Basin, they have their same starting 5. Hayden Silty, Mason Hamilton, Wilton Quinones, as Brady Hurd makes a shot for 2 points. Make it 26-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Crossover by Colton Larson, also out there as along with Blaine Allen, and a 3-ball made by Larson from the corner. Almost no scoring in quarter number 2 in the first 3-4 minutes. That turned around completely. We've got a ton. 5 buckets in less than a minute time in this second half. Mason Ellingford takes a miss on the 3-ball and puts it back in with the second effort. He's up to 14 points in the contest. 28-23 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Press on by the Red Devils. Thunder Basin moving it across the timeline. Larson gives it off. Quinones at the top. Thinking about a 3, then gives it off to the corner. Step back, Allen down to Quinones. Picked off by Evanston. Berger on the run. Has a man behind him. Steps through, misses the layup. Dawson with the rebound. Gets hacked as he tries to put it back down. And it's a foul on the ground, so no free throws for Crofts. He said he was shooting it, and I have to agree there. He was trying to throw it right back up. He got fouled in that process. Should be a shooting foul, initially called on the ground and corrected to 2 shots for Dawson Crofts. (28-23) Evanston leading Thunder Basin, 6:22 on the clock in quarter number 3. First free throw for Dawson, no good. Crofts comes into the game the leading scorer by a hair for Evanston at 11.3 points per game. Shot 71% from the free throw line. That at the Bill Stranigan Invitational. Goes 0 for 2. Ellingford with another offensive board. Turns around, gets hacked, headed back to the line. Missed his shot short, and I think he may have got hit in the chest a little bit. Slow getting back up. Foul on number 0, Wilton Quinones. His third. Ellingford misses. 2 for 4, right at his 50% clip from the free throw line today. Colton Pylon in for Thunder Basin. He'll have the inside edge on the board against Dawson Crofts. Shot up and in by Ellingford. 15 points for Mason. 29-23 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Mason Hamilton takes it across for Thunder Basin. Larson in the paint. Shimmy shot, good. From about 8 feet away. Larson leading the way for Thunder Basin, 9 points. Berger nearly traveled with it. Trapp comes in looking for a pass mate. Finds Dawson Crofts, who will reset at the top for Evanston. Goes over right side to Seth Lloyd. 5:45 left in the third quarter. Ellingford has it. Step through at the post. Pass to the corner. Crofts backs up. Fires from 3. No good. Hurd with the offensive board. On the blocks, goes to work, and a turnaround shot. Glass good. Whistle blown for a timeout. Evanston, full timeout. 31-25 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston leading Thunder Basin on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Evanston has had the size advantage on the inside today against Thunder Basin with a 6-point lead, and the good news is it showed on the offensive glass. Mason Ellingford getting a rebound off of back-to-back missed free throws from Dawson Crofts, picks it up and gets fouled himself, goes 1 of 2 from the line. But that's 1 of 4 offensive boards for Mason Ellingford today, and that's your Dr. McKay Franklin precision play of the game. With 5:32 left in the third quarter, the Red Devils leading by 6 points on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Thunder Basin going from left to right with position. Half-court trap comes in and nearly thrown away. Pylon out to the far corner, does throw it out of bounds, looking for Colton Larson on the corner 3 shot. 5:23 left. Thunder Basin pressuring as well. Lloyd and Berger in the back line along with Crofts inbounding. Hamilton guarding Berger, taking the pass. Takes it across the timeline. Crosses over to his right, then back to the left. Calling for a screen through from Seth Lloyd. He turns around, was left open for 3, and jumped up into the air expecting to pass the ball away down into the post for Ellingford. Came back down with the ball, though, as a travel. Ellingford wasn't quite there yet. Hamilton, the ball carrier, he loses it for Thunder Basin. Out 2-3 for Larson. Misses front iron and a push from behind on Thunder Basin. Number 30 push in the back. That'd be Colton Pylon. His first foul. 3 fouls for Thunder Basin, none for Evanston in the second half. Pressure stays on for Thunder Basin, trying to prevent the Red Devils from getting anything set up, going from right to left. Crofts at the half-court line, puts an arm out in front of his man defending. Berger gives it to Ellingford, swing around to the right side. Crofts looks for some space baseline, backs up, fades away, and Dawson good once again. 8 points on 4 shots made today for Crofts from the field. A steal from Seth Lloyd and a layup in. 10-point advantage for the Red Devils. First time on the scoreboard today for Seth Lloyd. He's had a couple of assists. And a timeout taken by Mike Curry. And the Thunder Basin bolts down 35-25 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. This is a First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PepMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PepMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PepMinerals.com.
Lead extended out to 10 points on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, 35-25. Made shot by Dawson Crofts on a baseline drive, followed by a steal away and fast break layup by Seth Lloyd. Took it from 6 to 10 in quick fashion. Thunder Basin inbounding from their far sideline following the timeout by Coach Curry. Larson gives it back to Pylon. Jab steps to the left, crosses over to the right side. Out to the corner, Larson wants a 3. It hits the top of the backboard, rolls out. Dawson Crofts comes up with the rebound, gets hit from behind, but keeps a hold of it. Hurd, corner 3 on the pass from Seth Lloyd, airballed. Ball squirting around on the ground. Berger goes to it, swipes away at Colton Larson, and he'll be called for the foul. It's at least Berger's second, and that is the call. It's his second foul. Team foul number 1 of the half for Evanston midway through the third quarter. 4 minutes on the clock. Allen looking for a passing mate. Got to get it all the way across the timeline. Evanston and Thunder Basin switching sides after the first half. Thunder Basin going from left to right. Bounce pass and a shot up to Allen. No good. The three-pointers have not been good all game long. Last year, led by Keaton Wilkerson, Thunder Basin had a good second quarter and a good fourth quarter shooting from beyond the arc. It's been about, I think they made one the entire game. And they've tried at least 20, it seems like. Garrett Berger gives it out to Hurd at the top of the key. He throws wildly over to Seth Lloyd, handles it, picks it up at the elbow. Good no look to Muller. It's in on the shot, and the contact comes for one more free throw. Chris Muller off the fancy assist from Seth Lloyd. It's the second no look pass he's had down into the blocks today. That's gone good for 2. 3:22 left on the clock, 12-point lead. Free throw by Muller is in. Whistle blown on the other side. Foul coming in on Evanston. Dawson Crofts whistled for it, his first. Near side inbound and a travel called against, I think that was Zal Brown, no, it was Hayden Silty on the walk there. Right back into the hands of Evanston. Starting to pull away a little bit here. 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Berger skies up and grabs the rebound, then holds it with his left elbow. Swipes it around, dishes out, corner shot, open, missed by Crofts. Taken away and going Thunder Basin's way. Allen to Quinones on the left side, out the glass and good. Quinones has not scored in this half yet. 4 points in the game now. Hurd. Baseline drive, trying to toe the line, goes up against Hamilton, bounces off the bottom of the iron, no good. Crofts with the offensive board, and Dawson gets hacked, headed back to the line. 38-27 on the Impact Physical Therapy board, 2:46 left in quarter number 3. Dawson 0 for 2 in the quarter, and in this game from the free throw line, has 4 field goals. 0 for 3. Misses the first. Second free throw good, so 1 for 4. 9 points for Crofts today. Quinones at the corner, double teamed, throws into the paint, thrown away. 2-on-1. Berger has Hurd to his left, goes there, rejected from behind. Allen comes in late, knocks it out of bounds. No foul call there, justifiably so. An inbound for Evanston. Brady Hurd, the trigger man at the baseline. Looks to Berger, out to the left wing. Crofts gives it to Lloyd. Hurd back to Lloyd, 2:20 left in the third. 11-point lead for Evanston. Berger slowing things down, resetting for Evanston. Hamilton comes out to guard him. Crofts at the top of the key. Drive around. Crofts gets the pass from Hurd, open for 3. It's good. Dawson Crofts coming alive in this third quarter. 6 points for him, into double digits in the game. Short corner shot from Silty, no good. Crofts with another board as well. Starting the fast break up the far sideline, crosses over to the left, has the ball knocked out of his hands. Hamilton takes it away, one-on-one. Berger sets up for the charge, and Hamilton runs right into him. Call there, the foul on Mason Hamilton. His third foul. It's the second time Berger's tried to set up for that fast break charge. The last time he didn't really have good positioning, but this time, with some more time, he was able to block off Hamilton's pathway. And Mason tried to run right through him. Third foul on Mason Hamilton. 42-27 the score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Seth Lloyd takes a screen from Crofts, skips over right side. Hurd drives in, backs up, 1:20 left. Lloyd to the corner. Berger on the corner to Crofts. Open at the top, gives it over right side. Seth looks for a couple flashes into the post and then resets at the top. Hurd to Berger. 1:05 left. Evanston running some clock here, up 15 on the Impact Physical Therapy board, 0-3 on the season, trying to hand Thunder Basin its first loss of the year. Seth down low to Muller. He drives through, never puts the ball on the ground, misses the shot, hit backboard, but that's about it. Rebounded by Thunder Basin. Silty drives right side, floater, teardrop, no good. Hamilton with the putback, out of bounds on the attempted rebound by Wofford. 44 seconds left. Lloyd inbounds to Berger. Seth has played this entire third quarter. Right side, Dawson back to Lloyd. 30 seconds left. Evanston continuing to take its time, up 15 and content. Not trying to run up the score here, just trying to maintain. That's what happens when you start off a season 0-3. Crofts at the free throw line, jump stops, gives it back to Lloyd. Crofts has it down to 10 seconds. 7 seconds, Berger has it. Garrett drives left side, Hurd on the corner, puts an elbow out just a step inside the three-point line, fires at the buzzer, and good for two more, 44-27. At the end of three quarters, Brady Hurd with the buzzer beater, and Evanston has opened up a 17-point lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be back in just a bit on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball on KNYN 99.1 FM and online at mylocalradio.com.
Members of Trona Valley Federal Credit Union feel confident that our staff has your best interest in mind, confident that we acknowledge your financial needs, confident that we are always working hard to provide the best rates, best products, and the best service the industry can offer, and confident that we will always work with you to help achieve your financial goals. Join Trona Valley Federal Credit Union today, tronavalley.com, member NCUA.
If you haven't seen the huge selection of furniture and appliances at Kazine's, you've got to stop by. Is your mattress old and lumpy? We sell mattresses. Has your dishwasher quit doing its job? We carry a full line of kitchen appliances. Does your living room furniture look like it started out in your great Aunt Vi's house? We've got you covered. At Kazine's, you'll find great prices and everything you need to furnish your home inside and out. Stop in today. Kazine's, 800 Front Street, Evanston.
44-27 as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Lance Evans has not been on the sidelines even for Evanston after the end of the first half. He came back out of the locker room to start the second half, but headed back that way before the start of the third quarter. Inbound, stolen away, Colton Larson against Ellingford. Ellingford lets him go right by, and Seth with the steal, well, near block at least. Now battle for the board, goes down to the ground. Garrett. Berger picks it back up. 7:40 left, 20 seconds in. Lloyd at the elbow, back to Ellingford. 20-point quarter for the Red Devils. 7-point quarter for for Thunder Basin. Berger down low and throws it right away, something Evanston just did to start off the fourth. Quinones open for three. It's an awkward shot, but it falls down and leads down to 14, 44-30 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Quinones with his third field goal. Berger dribbles across the timeline. Press has stayed on pretty much all game long, at least in single man coverage sets. Mason Hamilton's been holding his guys honest behind the timeline. Berger takes it over on the far sideline. Evanston in the white jerseys moving from right to left on your screen at mylocalradio.com. Seth Lloyd looking into the post for Seth Muller, or Chris Muller, but has to go away from him. Instead, it's up top to Ellingford and then Berger on the far corner. 6:45 left, clock continuing to run. Seth Lloyd fires from three, down and good. Held the arm up in the air after shooting it and slowly walked away admiring his work. 47-30 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 5 points for Lloyd. 2 or 3 assists today at least. Deep three by Hamilton. Oh, that's good too. Mason Hamilton has 2 threes on the day, and altogether Thunder Basin with now 4, 2 in the fourth quarter. 47-33 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. A no-look pass from Berger down low to Muller, who was unguarded for his third field goal of the day. Chris Muller, called him Seth last time too. 7 points now and approaching that season high. I think against Natrona he had 9 points. I was not at that game, just heard about it, and I'm not sure I got the stats for it, at least got to look at them beforehand. Moeller steals away a loose ball, and it's back into the hands of Garrett Berger for Evanston. 5:40 left in the fourth. 16-point lead on the Impact Physical Therapy board. 3:45 the time on the clock. Game moving along rather quickly, as that's good for us depending on what's happening over at Lincoln Middle School, as we're going to be tearing down and moving over to switch to the Rollins versus Evanston girls game, scheduled to start at 4:20. Berger has it over on the far sideline. Ellingford, bounce pass got hacked a little bit by Larson down to Hurd. He gets a hand on him as he's driving baseline. Foul on number 4, that's Mason Powell in for the first time today. 6'2" senior. Puts Hurd on the line for a 1-and-1. Shot up by Brady is good. Quiet day offensively for Brady Hurd. It's at least the first half was. Yeah, for quiet first half. Quiet day. He had two shots on the free throw line in the first quarter. Now 3 points in the game. Had that buzzer beater as well, so make it 5-6 points for Hurd. (51-33) on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Deegan Williams in for the first time today. Coming in at that last dead ball along with Mason Powell. Out to the corner. Into the hands of Larson. Crofts tightly on him. Behind the back dribble and a long step. The shot's good. Do they count it? They may. The whistle came in almost simultaneously. One shot signaled, so it is in. Larson with the points. Dawson Crofts with 13 points in the game, 7 coming last quarter. Really leading the way for Evanston. Mason Ellingford was held to 3 points in the third after 12 in the first half. Shut down the post looks a little bit. Evanston still turning the ball over a little bit too much, and the passes probably need to get a little bit crisper. And just as we say that, another throwaway. Last touch by Berger trying to hold it inbounds. 4:27 left and a 51-35 lead. Good for the Evanston Devils over Thunder Basin, but sure Coach Cornea will be saying we still need to take better care of the ball tomorrow when they take on Rollins at 2:40. Rejected shot in the lane. Larson has the ball knocked out of the air by Mason Ellingford. Ellingford screens for Hurd. He picks up his dribble at the right side of the wing and gives it back to Garrett Berger at about half court. Out to the corner. Hurd gives it down low to Ellingford. He steps through, gets hacked, and Mason Powell called for that foul, sending Ellingford back to the line for 1-and-1. Ellingford with 15 in the game. Set for the front end, it's in. Foul number 8 on Thunder Basin in the second half. Free throw shooting as a team still not stellar for the Evanston Devils in this game. I think the first game against Sheridan was probably worse. Ellingford goes 2 for 2. Timeout taken, 18-point lead, Evanston over Thunder Basin on the Impact Physical Therapy board. We'll be back in 30 seconds on this First Bank presentation of Red Devil basketball.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. Something I've really enjoyed as a dentist over the past 20 years are the lasting friendships that I've formed with many of my patients. My staff is really great, and we try hard to make sure that every patient feels a warm welcome. It doesn't matter if it's your first visit or if you've been with us for years. Every patient is welcome and always appreciated. Our goal is to provide the best dental care possible at reasonable rates. Please call us today to schedule your appointment at 307-789-8910.
Go Red Devils!
53-35 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3:57 left in the game. Evanston on top of Thunder Basin by 18 points. Game number 4 for both of these teams in the preseason. Week 2 of the regular season going on. Of regular play, I should say. Week 5 of actual practice and all that considered. A 3-ball aired out by Mason Hamilton. Rebound picked up. Colton Larson fires from straight away beyond the arc. Falls out the back rim. Ellingford with another rebound on the day. Probably closing in on a double-double. 3:30 left. Garrett Berger takes it across, gets a screen from Ellingford. Evanston with possession. Going from right to left. 3:23. Berger picks it up, gives it over left side to Seth Lloyd. Evanston has come back and given a solid effort tonight. The ball control still a little bit of an issue, but all in all, things are better as you're going to come away with a win today. Back cut, wide open Brady Hurd, and another assist by Seth Lloyd. Puts the lead up to 20 points. 8 for Hurd today. Brady Hurd with 8 points and a 3-ball made by Larson. 55-38 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Larson leading the way for Thunder Basin on the offensive side today. Had 4 at the half. 14 in the game. Crofts down on the left block. Hamilton tries to draw a charge, and I think it may have worked. Crofts slowly walking away from that one, so his body language says the charge was called. 3rd foul on Dawson. Clock continuing to go slowly but surely down. Evanston up by 17, 2:26 left in the 4th quarter. Pressure on from Garrett Berger on the near sideline, stabbing at the ball. Taken across the timeline by Williams. He goes coast to coast and with the left hand puts it in. Point blank range and first 2 points for Williams today. 55-40, a steal away, Thunder Basin. Back on the offensive side, throws it out of bounds though. Williams was unable to handle it on the corner. Full court pressure. Thunder Basin with 2:05 left, down to their final chances. Crofts with it, taking it across, goes behind the back. Once and then twice, out to the corner. Seth Lloyd fires from 3. That falls down. Corner 3 by Lloyd, his 2nd from beyond the arc today. 3rd field goal in the game. Straightaway 3 for Williams is no good. Rebounded by Brady Hurd. Evanston back with it, down to 1:35 left. 58-40 on the Impact Physical Therapy board. Evanston will pick up its first win of the season in their 4th game, move to 1-3 on the year. Thunder Basin with their first loss. Ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by Mikhail Holt, 6-foot freshman. Stays with Evanston. Red Devil boys will be in action at 2:40 tomorrow at Rock Springs High School against Rollins, ranked number 4 in 3A after the opening season being ranked number 3. Foul called on Thunder Basin. Puts Lloyd on the line for a 1-and-1. 8 points from Seth today, and he's played all of the 2nd, all of the 3rd, and all of the 4th as well. It's been a 6-man rotation ever since Lance Evans went out with the technical foul. Picked pocket from Seth Lloyd, throws ahead to Crofts. He'll back up with 1:04 left. Hurd to Berger, running the weave to run the clock down. Back to Hurd, 52 seconds left. Lloyd wide open. He gets hacked and blocked from behind by Williams. It was wide open on the blocks. Williams closed in quickly. That puts Lloyd on the line for 2 shots. And I think Garrett Berger was saying don't shoot, and Seth was saying I was right there. Can't argue with either one. One side, you're trying to run the clock out. 2, you can't give up shots that open. Seth makes the first. A 2 trip from Lloyd. 60-40 on the impact physical therapy board. Seth Lloyd takes a seat. Chris Muller replaces him. The lead up to 20 points again. No post game in this contest. We're going to immediately go to the outro music. If you're on the radio, head back to music until we're set up and ready to go to join the girls' game against Rollins in progress. And if you're online, we will switch streams. The new stream should be pulling up here, if not already. I think in the last 15 minutes or so, it should have popped up on the mylocalradio.com homepage. I actually can't access that on my computer here with this internet. It's blocked. Our My Local Radio page is blocked, but I believe that should be it. So switch to that stream, and we'll get that up and going as soon as we can. 19 seconds left. Evanston with the ball, running the clock out, up 20. Again, the Red Devils move to 1-3 on the season. Thunder Basin falls to 3-1. 60-40, your final on the impact physical therapy board. We will not give you final scores right now and tallies. We'll do all that over on the girls stream. Now we need to get set up, torn down, and then set up, head over to Lincoln Middle School. Again, the boys win 60, Thunder Basin 40 on the impact physical therapy board. Now we'll just send you back to music on the radio and switch streams. If you're online over to the girls, we'll be up in hopefully the next 20 or 30 minutes to bring you that contest starting or in progress. Evanston versus Rollins on the girls' side at the Flaming Gorge Invitational.
Thank you for listening to this edition of Red Devil Basketball. Catch all of the games live or archived at mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you for tuning in.